Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 636. I'm your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, Scott?
Hello.
Okay, so what do we have, Chris?
Well, okay, so I'm going to start off with some Spider-Man news. We got two new cast members here. It says Spider-Man Homecoming adds Tony Revolori and Laura Harrier to the cast.
What?
Yeah.
Send me the link. What? Oh, my God.
Oh,
Let me
dude.
see if it says
Glad you're
anything
not
else.
Can you screenshot them?
I
Is
can't.
there pictures of them?
because
Okay.
They've got the stuff from the site on here. It's coming from Screen Rant.
Oh. All right, wait, let me just go to Screen Rant. Hold on.
Hold on, I got the link for you here.
You do? All right.
Yeah, I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so two new cast members. Don't recognize them from anything, so maybe somebody else does.
What in the... Oh, God, who's this? I'm sorry. I don't know who these people are supposed to be. Yeah. What?
I mean,
Okay.
you know, maybe they're really good. You know, you never know.
Maybe. I don't know who they're going to play.
Probably
gonna play, like,
classmates of his or something.
maybe. You know what? They may do that. You might be right about that. All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, too. And it's like, who the hell are
Who the
they?
hell are they? Yeah.
One looks like a bellboy, and the other one looks like she's not too happy with
Yeah.
somebody.
I've been
Oh.
cast in Spider-Man, damn it.
Oh, whoa.
And I didn't get to change for my bellhop days. All right. What's the other news?
Okay, so the big news now, the news that is scaring the fuzz out of me, is because, alright, so I want everyone to keep in mind that this is a rumor right now, but it's been picked up by a lot of websites today, and I actually think that it's probably true.
Oh, no.
Apparently, Legendary Pictures, Sony, and I believe Warner Brothers are in a huge bidding war right now over a certain franchise that they're preparing to possibly make a live-action movie.
Oh,
And that franchise is none other than Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Now, this would be, I think, a giant pickup for any one of those companies. And the rumor, many sites reported, IGN has reported it, a couple other sites as well. The rumor is that Legendary has it almost all locked up. So that means we could be seeing a Pokemon live-action movie or series produced by Legendary Pictures in the near future.
Now, why is Legendary getting? Because they got Godzilla and all the other stuff. From
No, I guess just because they're bidding the highest.
Wow.
Which, you know,
They have a potential to make
Avatar: The Last Airbender went.
that's exactly what I'm worried about, Scott. I'm thinking of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Dragon Ball Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about this to Matrix Lord before. I personally believe that there are some things that do not translate well to film and need to stay within the medium in which they were created and presented in the first place. Yeah. With Dragon Ball Evolution and Avatar: The Last Airbender, they tried to fit
everybody. They like they said, they Americanized. They white-faced every character, and that's not the case.
Yeah, and the deep-rooted issues too were they tried to fit a whole series into like one or two movies, and you can't do that. Like the thing that I'm trying to figure out is, all right, if they make a Pokemon movie, right, you could do it, but how are you gonna have the character go to 8 gyms, catch all these different Pokemon, and make them good? Are they just gonna be CGI tools to, you know, further the story? Because in the show, they're not like animals; they're like intelligent beings.
Yeah.
And this is a franchise that resonates with a lot of people, even adults. So, how are you going to do this without screwing it up? And if you screw it up, whatever company screws it up is going to get, you know, they're going to get massively destroyed.
The
by the
only way
fans.
they can do this, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate.
Hypothetically,
The
yeah.
only way they can do this is do what they did with the Christopher Reeve Superman. You get unknowns, but you have one or two famous individuals.
Sure.
So basically, the major characters like Ash and them, you have them at their regular race and age, and then you have like a couple of the main other characters maybe who you're uncertain of what race they are. You have them be Americanized, and you have them be the famous individuals that draws the crowd.
You want to do you want to play it safe? Honestly, just do tell Red's story instead of Ash's. Tell Red from the original games because they left I almost said they left his gender. They left his like ethnicity ambiguous in like they didn't say he was Asian or he looked just like a normal Caucasian person.
Yeah.
So they didn't give him any defining factors really. Even in the show, the cartoon version of the game where he's the main character, they didn't say he was Asian or anything like that. And the name Red is kind of just it doesn't have any connotations. So if they wanted to make him an American character, fine. And I personally think that that's the story they should tell, because if they're gonna do Ash's story, we're in for a bad movie. So I'm just gonna say that we're in for a terrible movie.
Yeah, because I tried watching that the Last Airbender. I didn't see the Dragon Ball Z one, but I did try to watch the Last Airbender, and I could not finish it.
Scott, I'm telling you, man. There were at least a few redeeming factors in frickin' Airbender. There was nothing redeeming in Dragon Ball Evolution. Nothing. The whole movie was, oh my, I don't even know what to say. Oh my gosh, it was just the worst thing.
Well, I should say I did catch a few snippets which they put on YouTube, and even the ones they showed from Dragon Ball on YouTube, it's like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Because even Piccolo, the pictures of Piccolo, it's like, that sucks.
When I saw that he was white, I was like, it's over. The movie's gonna suck. So yeah, I don't know. You know what I was thinking too? If they're gonna do this movie, if they're gonna do Pokemon, they have to kind of make it kind of like the Hunger Games was, where it's like a huge universe, like with these movies and stuff. Don't try to base it in reality.
No.
That's the thing. Don't ground Pokemon. There's no reason to do that. Make it science fiction and stuff.
I remember when when Joe was a baby, when he was small. Not a baby, but he was like an infant. I remember seeing the movie Mewtwo,
Oh, yeah.
The Pokemon movie. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That movie. And I was like, wow, imagine if everything was like that.
Yeah.
Because the other ones were kind of like, corny and stuff, and this was like serious.
They gutted that movie when it came to America. Right. They took out so much stuff from the original Japanese film of Pokemon, the first movie. The Japanese version is apparently really dark. And it's a really, really good story. Like they get into some really, really crazy topics about identity and whatnot. And they said it's a spectacle to see if you get the original Japanese version. So I've always wanted to see that, to tell you the truth. Or I've always been on the lookout to see it.
How many movies were there?
There's over 20 now.
No, but how many do we have? 2 or 3?
No, we have over 20.
Over here was released 20?
Every single Pokemon movie has come out over here.
Really? But not in theaters?
I think there's over 20 right now, yeah.
In the theaters?
No, they didn't come out in theaters. Only the first 2 or 3 came out in the theaters.
3, yeah.
Yeah, after that, they made so many movies. But I'll tell you what though, there's still big reveals on Cartoon Network and stuff. Like when a new Pokemon movie comes over, it's on. Like they put stuff on there. And I had a funny story. Every time I watch one of them, because usually the movies revolve around legendary Pokemon.
So they're still going on? It's like with
whatever
Ash
legend will show up.
Huh? Is Ash Ketchum still in it, or
yes.
really?
but like what I was saying with the legendaries, I don't know how they do this. I think they have a thing with Toho maybe.
Okay.
But they have like the legendary Pokemon roars are from Godzilla.
Oh.
And it's like really distracting. So like there's this one movie where these two legendaries are fighting, and one of them has Mothra's roar, and the other one has Ghidorah's. And I'm sitting there like, what's going on? Like what?
Wow.
What's happening?
And Nintendo owns Pokemon, right?
Yeah, Game Freak. Yeah.
Nintendo, right? Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing.
So don't be surprised if we see Pokemon, the live-action movie.
Ugh,
Soon.
Now, how many Pokemon are around now?
721.
And that was
with there's 2 new games coming out in November, so it's gonna go up.
Wow.
And they introduced a new game mechanic too that changed the whole game.
And Pikachu still didn't evolve.
No.
He's stuck or whatever. It's stuck in that form.
Well,
right?
in the game you need to use a stone to evolve it, so it makes sense as to why. Like Ash just hasn't used the stone, but the new game mechanic that they have now is this thing called Mega Evolving, where let's say you have a Charizard, right? You give it this special stone, and it can evolve one step further when you're using it in battle.
Okay.
So it's like they have 4 evolutions now. So it's that was the big thing. Like, oh my gosh.
3, right?
Yeah, usually they stopped at 3, but now there's a temporary evolution where they evolve one more time.
Is Team Rocket still around?
There are several different teams now. It's Team Rocket, Team Magma, Team Aqua, Team Galactic, Team Plasma, and Team Flare. I think I'm missing one in there, but those are the ones that they have now.
How old is Ash?
Somehow he's still 10.
Oh.
Like, somehow all of this, like, there's over, 800 episodes of Pokemon, and I guess it's all taking place in 1 year, apparently.
Well, year is 365 days, though.
Well, I know, but the stuff that he's done is over a year. It's over, 5 years, to tell you the truth.
Mm. Well, they used to be like that with the comic books.
Yeah.
They used to say every comic is a day in the character's life.
Yeah.
So when it was said this just happened in Secret Wars, it's like, no, it happened years ago, like the original Secret Wars. You know, it's it's been there for the longest time. Wow.
Yeah. Now, it's funny too because now the thing is Ash will get to the end of a series and he'll always lose at the end. Like he never wins.
Why?
Like he always he'll get to he'll get all the badges in a region, right? He'll get to the big tournament at the end. He'll do really well at the beginning, and then some new character will come along and just screw him over, and he'll lose. That's the out so that they can have him go to another region. Because every time he loses, he goes, "I have to go to another region and train more." So this has happened 7 times already, which is why I stopped watching after the third time.
Didn't he win once though?
He won 2 things, but it wasn't the big tournament that they set up.
So they make he's the worst trainer ever? Is that what they're making him out to be? The worst trainer ever?
Oh, he is the worst trainer ever. Hands down, worst trainer ever.
Wow.
Hands down. It's not even an argument. He's just if you ask any Pokemon fan who you play in the games, who's the worst trainer ever? Ash. Because he sucks.
Wow. That's great.
It's hilarious too.
Wow. That's funny. Damn. All right.
So I'm saying that if they make a Pokemon movie,
they have to do Red.
Years later, we'll get a Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh, Legend of Zelda movie's definitely coming.
Hands down, Legend of Zelda.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree with that. I want a Metroid movie, but whatever.
Yes.
Yes, but let's ditch the ball that she turns into. That's the only thing that'll become. Now, if she had a bike that did that, I could see, but.
What, you don't want it to become the ball? She would have to become the ball. What are you talking about?
The morph ball?
Yeah, she would have to somehow do something where her body is. They have to do the ball. That's a classic Metroid. Yeah, they got to do that.
It'd be interesting to see how they do it.
I mean, she's an alien, so right? She's not human, right? Or no?
No, she was trained by aliens, but she's not an alien herself.
Oh, okay. See, I don't understand. I don't know why they didn't do Castlevania. That was my favorite game growing up, the Castlevania games.
Yeah.
I thought that they were supposed to do movies of that. That would have been great if they did it right.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. I mean, a lot of these video game-based movies are really hard to do. Like, just for some reason, they just don't do them right. Like, they just, it's almost like they deliberately screw them up.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
know,
said, the Lara Croft movie, it's like they try so much to incorporate what's inside the game to the movie, and it doesn't translate well, and then that's what screws it up. If they would just do a regular movie, and yes, do nods to the video game, but don't do this, let's do this, which wouldn't fit in the movie whatsoever.
You know what it is? The Tomb Raider games, they had highs and lows. There were periods of time that's like, why are you still making them? And then they have the movies come out, and then it was a sequel. And now it looks like the next movie they're going to do, the reboot, that's going to be the high. And the game looks like fantastic, the latest ones. But then I have a feeling that that's going to go back down again, too, because you can never have a great movie, and a great game at the same time with Tomb Raider.
You
So
totally screwed up Blood Rain. And that's what I said.
I remember seeing one of the Blood Rain was terrible movies.
Sadly, I saw all three.
Oh.
Saw all three, and oh my god! Because the second one, she was battling Billy the Kid, and he was supposed to have been a vampire, and that was the most asininest.
What? Ben Kingsley was in one of them.
That was the first one.
I'm like, Jesus.
He played her father.
That was ridiculous.
And he personally, the guy who played, he was in Desperate Housewives.
Right.
The Hispanic guy from Desperate Housewives. I thought he would have been a good. He would have played her father a lot better.
Now they're gonna have Resident Evil. They're gonna finish it off. Then they're gonna supposedly the reboot is gonna be directly like the game, Raccoon City.
I hope so.
And I'm dying for that because I really want to have some. I mean, to me, the best Resident Evil games was the first one, the second one. The third one was way too short for me, and the fourth one I really loved. There was like some ups and downs. I didn't like 5 and I didn't like 6. I like Code and Veronica.
Was 6 the one was supposed to have involved zombies, the black zombies?
I don't know, whatever.
That was 5.
5. Okay. I knew it was either 5 or 6 that they did the whole.
I like them with him, like the whatever that was in the town was possessed by the symbiont virus, whatever the hell.
Ouroboros, yeah.
It was great. I love that. Who's gonna do that? Or something. It was like that's hysterical. But
I love Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was badass, and then Resident Evil Nemesis.
That to me, I beat that in 4 hours.
Yeah, it was short.
4 hours, and I was like, it was like, oh.
The game I'd like to see him try to do is maybe Ruby Malone's Wet, or even try to have her character as a possible spin-off character, maybe in one of the Vin Diesel movies.
I bought the Dreamcast because at the time that was the only way to play the new Resident Evil game, Code Veronica or whatever.
Yeah, Code Veronica.
Yeah, Code Veronica, and then they put it out on the other systems after a while. I was like, damn it. But that was the only reason I bought the Dreamcast, for that one damn game.
They're actually remastering 2. It's coming out soon.
They remastered the first one again.
Yeah, oh, it's great. Great.
Wow. Gotta check that out, man. I gotta get a PlayStation 4 for me. The kids have 2 PlayStation 4s, and I just bought my godchild the Xbox One.
Oh, jeez.
So I bought 3 systems in less than a year, and I gotta get myself one because I want something to play here. So like a little kid, you know. I think it'd be more calm playing Resident Evil.
Yeah, you're playing. Get off my system. I want to play now.
Yeah.
I bought it. It's mine.
I know. No, I'm like a little kid. There's so much stuff I want to play, you know. At that time, I told you, Chris, I didn't care what they said about the Godzilla game. I had it in my hands. I had the money out, and just minutes like, no, I don't.
No, you don't want it. Yeah, no.
No.
You don't
Like, what do
wanna-
you mean? They took it from me. They put it back on itself. I'm like, I don't care. No, they took it from me. I'm like, all right. We got
You
like,
gotta watch. You gotta watch. I think I told you this before. You gotta watch Angry Joe's review of the game
Right.
because I
He's
was part of the
hysterical.
I was part of the live stream. I was there during the live stream when he was doing it. He actually lost his mind. Like there was a point there where he actually went crazy when he was playing the game, and like he just couldn't handle it. He was just like, this is actually the worst game I've played all year. And I
I
was
love
like,
his
this is
review of
bad.
Batman vs Superman. It was great.
Rogue
Oh
Warrior
yeah.
was mine.
I loved it. He's a good channel. Yeah. All right. What's next? I have no idea, but we'll talk about it off the air. So take care. Bye for now.